The Origins of Atlantis. I hope my friends you're ready and prepared to listen to what I have for you. So let's talk about Atlantis, shall we? Supposedly it's a fictional island mentioned in an allegory on the hubris of nations in Plato's work, Timaeus and Critias. The only primary source of Atlantis are Plato's dialogues. All other mentions of the islands are based on them. Plato is known to have freely borrowed some of his allegories and metaphors from older traditions. This led a number of scholars to investigate possible inspiration of Atlantis from Egyptian records. When he was in his late teens or early 20s, Plato heard Socrates teaching in the market and abandoned his plans to pursue a literary career as a playwright. He burned his early work and devoted himself to philosophy. Socrates' execution had a great impact on the then 28-year-old, and he left Athens to travel visiting Egypt and Italy, among other places, before returning to his homeland to write his dialogues and set up the academy. While in Egypt, he spent many years studying with other philosophers, including followers of the mystic mathematician Pythagoras, including Theodoros of Cyrene, creator of the spiral of Theodoros or Pythagorean spiral, Archytas of Tarentum, and Echecrates of Philus. Plato's time among the Pythagoreans piqued his interest in mathematics. One of Plato's best-known work is the Apology of Socrates, which is a Socratic dialogue of the speech of legal self-defense which Socrates spoke at his trial. During that trial, in his speech of self-defense, Socrates twice mentioned that Plato is present at this trial. So let's cut to the chase. Was the city of Atlantis real? Let's not forget that the city of Troy was thought to be a mythical city in the modern times, but archaeologists found a proof of its existence in the 19th century. So let's analyze the information we have based on the description that Plato provides based on Egyptian source. According to Plato, from Plato's time, 11,000 years ago, this island nation was located in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and was populated by a noble and powerful race. Atlantis was arranged in concentric rings of alternating water and land. Besides the harvest, the island provided all kinds of herbs, fruits, and nuts. An abundance of animals, including elephants, roamed the island. The island was surrounded by mountains, which soared to the sky. The empire called Atlantis ruled over several other islands and parts of the continent of Africa and Europe. So let's start with the information we have. When Plato recorded what he learned about Atlantis, it was about 400 BC, and he said that 11,000 years before Atlantis existed. So we're talking about approximately 13,500 years ago from the present time. But how was Earth back then? We know they ruled part of Africa and Europe, and it was located on the Atlantic Ocean. So that's the place we need to focus. According to Nature.com, paleoclimate and archaeological evidence tell us that 11,000 to 5,000 years ago, the Earth's slow orbital wobble transformed today's Sahara Desert to a land covered with vegetation and lakes. The article, which link I copy on the description, goes in depth in explaining their findings and shows the location where these lakes used to be. Other research, like the one published by The Guardian, advised that a vast river network that once carried water from hundreds of miles across western Sahara has been discovered under the dark sand of Mauritania. Russell Wynn from the National Oceanography Center says that it's a great geological detective story, and it confirms more directly than we had expected. This is a more compelling evidence that in the past there was a very big river system feeding into the canyon. Both researchers point the network of vast rivers and highest level of lakes to the same place, very close to the Atlantic. Right there on the northwest of Africa, there is a place with a singular shape. That place, the Richat structure, also called the Eye of Africa. The Richat structure, also called the Eye of Sahara as well, is a prominent circular feature in the Sahara Plateau near Qadain, west central Mauritania, northwest Africa. It is an eroded dome 40 kilometers in diameter, exposing sedimentary rock in layers which appear as concentric rings. The Richat structure is regarded by geologists as a highly symmetrical and deeply eroded geologic dome. It was first described in the 1930s and 1940s as Richat Crater. Many researchers, when looking at Atlantis, struggle with the fact that elephants, as told by Plato, lived there. And since elephants live exclusively on Africa and Asia, in groups of 8 to 100 individuals, the location of Atlantis on the African continent goes in line with the theory. In his channel, the Archeologist visits the site where he describes the place when he is about to arrive, and does a comparison with Plato's description and the place as he gets closer. First, in regards to how the city was first surrounded by a level plain followed by mountains. He goes on with the analysis of the place based on Plato's writings, and go as far as finding evidence of water, and he finds shells as well. For more details, I'm adding the link on the description of the video, which I highly recommend. Finally, but not least, the fact that the most difficult characteristic of the place matches amazingly with this site, Atlantis. The shape, as described by Plato, arranged in concentric rings. Let's remember that based on Zacharias Sitchin, who translated the old Sumerian tablets, as well as scientists who believe the cradle of civilization is Africa, the Anunnaki, they who from heaven came, the old ancient gods, came to Earth looking for gold and decided to obtain their vital material by mining in Africa. So, an advanced civilization settlement on the continent of Africa is also supported based on Sumerian tablets. So how exactly this civilization disappeared? The reason why timing is so important is because, based on the chronology of events according to the research from Sumerian tablets, the Great Flood took place between 11,000 to 13,000 BC, which is very close to the period of time Plato refers to. And again, these are not exact as well, all now, but are really damn close. This could have wiped out the entire city and later cleared it up, resulting on the current structure we all can see. But indeed, based on the findings of the existence of lakes in the past and channels, rivers, it definitely had the appearance of an island in the Atlantic Ocean. So dear friends, I leave you with the evidence. You can go on and check the links on the description below, but wouldn't it be funny if after all these years Aquaman's real appearance and heritage from his royal origin will be more African, so to speak? Awesome, right? I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe, like, follow me on Instagram and share it. A lot of you are not subscribed. Come on guys, do it. Also check the Star Wars Night of Templars video, Doctor Strange and the Temple of Solomon video is gonna blow your mind. And also all other videos I have about the origin of the name of God, magic and Goetia, Shazam, Rorschach, and Superman, the Sun God. My friends, 93, love is the law. Take care.